Fun story about my name. I was in Brussels recently, and and I was talking to this guy, and he started checking me into a hotel, and he looked at my name, and he looked at me and went, "Ah, your parents are hippies." So I'm an electrical engineer, and I'm sure you'll all agree it's the best type of engineering in the world. Yeah. And what I love is being at the forefront of technology. This to me is amazing. And recently I was sitting in a coffee shop drinking my almond latte, because I'm one of those people, and yes, I'm saving the world, you're welcome. And I was kind of thinking about my life, and I'm doing a PhD. So I was thinking, I'm doing 50-hour weeks for very little pay. What am I doing, and why am I not a proper engineer? But I was also thinking about my latest results, because I love the real world applications, and I work with physicists, and they kind of live in this kind of idealized bubble or vacuum where everything's kind of perfect and amazing, except there's no air, so we're all dead. But thank you. But I digress. So my PhD is in plastic electronics, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It's making electronics out of plastic. So we use these plastics as conductors. And I'm sure if you remember when you were in school, you were always told that plastics were insulators. And this, like everything else that school tells you, is a lie. So, my husband is a teacher. It's going to be an interesting journey home. What I really love, and one of the things that like my field is doing really well in, is displays. So I thought I'd take you through like a little bit of a history of displays. So the first thing that we started out, and as I'm sure you all remember, is the cathode ray tube. And these were these... you say, Roo, I think they're shit. They are, if you remember, they're as big as they were wide. And they kind of took up all the space, and they always got covered in dust. And then they broke really easily. And then after this came the plasma. And the plasma lasted about 2 years, also shit. And then after that, it's getting a bit cooler, is the LCD, which is a liquid crystal display. And this is based on crystals that can be liquids. We engineers always name things well, I think. And then there's a backlight, and basically we have these liquid crystals, and they change when you put a bit of electricity in them, so they either block the light or let the light through. And then there's some filters, yeah? Teaching us up. And we have these filters, and they kind of change the colours. And LCDs are fine, but their resolution's a bit shit because the backlight's always on, and so their black is not actually black, it's kind of grey. So they're rubbish as also. So now we move on to the next technology, and these are amazing, obviously. And these are called OLEDs. And, OLED stands for Organic Light Emitting Diode. And the organic bit is the same as plastic electronics, except they've called it organic, kind of just to make it a bit more environmentally friendly, and so you guys will buy it. Mainly just so you guys will buy it. But what's amazing about this is their resolution is beautiful. The quality is awesome. They're going to last forever. As all technology does. We don't purposely try and break that, so you buy more. That's not how it works. And so we've got these amazing OLED TVs, and then what we have now, which has just come out, is 4K TVs, and these are ultra high definition. It's not just high definition; it's ultra high definition, and they're beautiful. They have loads and loads of pixels, which I'm a bit obsessed. It doesn't matter. So they have loads of pixels, and they're beautiful. And I just wanted to know: has anyone bought one of these?
Yeah.
Unlucky, because we have no video sources for them, so they're a waste of money. Cool. So And so this technology has come out, and you're like, where are we going to go next? While the big companies like Samsung and LG and all of them, what are they going to do? And so I've been really excited about it, and this new technology has come out, and you're like, these screens are ultra thin, and they're beautiful, and you can just kind of put them out of the way because you can just stick them on the wall. And then Samsung came out with this. And what this is, this is a curved TV, and it's crap. Because it's curved and you can't stick it on the wall and it gets dusty like the cathode ray tubes. I don't know what they're doing. And I wasn't going to choose this image, but I chose it because what I'd like to say to people like Samsung and LG is thank you for encouraging young women into engineering. Thank you. That's real great of you. But maybe I should stop having a go at people like Samsung, because honestly they're having a hard time of it. I mean they're exploding people's pockets and stuff like that. So, and they have done some cool stuff. So one of the really cool things that all of these guys are doing is bringing out smart TVs, and smart TVs are these amazing things that can communicate with different devices. And not only are we now having smart TVs, but what's coming out soon will be smart fridges and smart toasters and smart ovens, and it means they all kind of talk to each other, and then maybe a smart mirror as well. And then also what's come out recently is a smart toilet. I don't know why you want a smart toilet to talk to you, or communicate with you about how your bowels are moving, but that's coming out soon. But but we have all of these things, and they're all going to start talking to each other. And I was thinking about this, I was like, oh, this is amazing. They're all going to talk to you. But I started thinking about it, and it's not going to be this kind of really happy talking where your toaster is like, oh, I'm in an amazing mood because I've toasted these croissants and I've been able to use this special little attachment that I never get to use. And your oven's not going to be like, oh, this is amazing. I'm making a focaccia. Oh, how awesome is this? What it's actually going to be is it's going to be you waking up in the morning and you're having your cup of coffee, and it's early, no caffeine, and then your toaster looks at you. Imagine it looking at you, and it says, you haven't emptied the crumb drawer yet? And it's been like a year. What are you doing? And then you wander into the bathroom because you're like, I'm not dealing with a grumpy toaster this early in the morning. So you wander into the bathroom, you look in the mirror, and then your mirror looks at you going, your skin's looking a bit greasy today. You're looking a bit, shit, you need to moisturize. What are you doing? So then you leave and you're like, my self-esteem is really low, and I need to get some comfort. And for me, what my comfort would be is going to a fridge and eating food. So you walk up to the fridge and you're like, I'm gonna have like a little bit of a treat, maybe some cheese or something. And then you start to open the fridge and your fridge is like, no. I've been communicating with your mirror, and your skin's not looking great. So unfortunately, you can't have any food. You've already had your breakfast. Just get on to work. Now I'm talking about this and it's kind of I'm making it seem pretty bad, but there will be benefits as well, because you'll walk out of your house and you can get into a driverless car, or you can go on to those amazing tube things that Elon Musk is talking about that definitely won't kill us. And you'll get it on, and you won't have to look at anybody or talk to anybody. And for me, that's amazing because I hate the general public. And yeah, that creepy person on the tube, they're not going to be there anymore. Wonderful. And you get to work, and you don't have to deal with the weird guy down the hall because you can just ignore him because the android can talk to him for you instead. Great. And then you get home and you're like, oh, wonderful, my fridge has bought my shopping for me, and you can pick up your shopping. And you're not like Felicia, who's got a proper job in engineering and has an android to kind of put the shopping away. But you're a PhD, you're a bit poor, but you get to pick it up and you're like, oh, this is a good day. And so you hold your shopping, and then facial recognition kind of knows that you're used. You don't even have to fiddle with the keys. You're just kind of walking in through the door. And then you walk in, and then you kind of hear this music playing, and it's this terrible 90s, 80s music, something like All By Myself, if anyone remembers that song. That's playing, you're like, this is weird. Why is my house melancholic? So you get then you're like, okay, fine, I mean, this isn't my kind of music, but I'll deal with it. So you pick up your shopping, you walk into the kitchen, and then you put it down, and then you take the first item out, and you're like, bottle of wine. My house said I was an alcoholic. All right, okay, yeah, great, I'll have that. And then the only other item left in the shopping bag is a bucket of ice cream. And you're like, what's going on here? Why? And then it kind of dawns on you, and then your fridge talks to you, and your fridge says, so I've been talking to Dave's fridge, and he's been buying peanut butter, and we all know that you're allergic to peanut butter, so he's breaking up with you. And so in this dystopian future, not only have you're not being broken up by text, which is, shit enough. You're being broken up by a fridge who's spoken to a fridge, who's found out about it through the purchase that your evidently terrible boyfriend has bought. And so you take. I was thinking about this, and I took a step back, and I was like, this is a terrible, terrible situation. We can't have this. I mean, I'm one of those people in this field. I can't have this happen. So I was thinking about it, and then I sat back, and then I looked at my phone, and my Amazon delivery was here for my shopping, and I got a reminder that I had a meeting with my supervisor, so I left. And with that, I would like to leave you with one last thought. And I would like to say thank you. I've been Gwen.